A square A square ABCD of 50 side has its corner A on HP, its diagonal AC inclined at 30 degree to HP and diagonal BD inclined at 45 degree to VP and parallel to HP, draw its projections. So as we discussed, we require only three dimensions, like the plane where it is resting. So it says resting on HP, you can see resting on HP on corner. So we require either corner or end condition. It says resting on corner condition. And further, its diagonal AC is inclined at 30 degree to HP. Second, we require inclination with respect to HP, is also given. And the diagonal BD is inclined at 45 degree to VP. So all the three dimensions what we required is given clearly in the problem. I repeat, a square ABCD of side 50 has its corner A on HP. That means it's a corner condition problem. So if it is edge means you should have given testing on edge, but here it's given. So now again, that is second dimension we require. Further, BD, another diagonal BD, inclined at 45 degree to V and parallel to HP, draw its projection. Now we'll see how to construct a square with respect to corner condition. So with respect to edge condition, we already saw in the class, you know how to draw the a square with respect to edge condition. Now we'll see how to construct a square with respect to corner condition. Let's see. Now, let's draw XY line, a small XY line, mark it as X and Y. Next, after that, you draw one line, you can see or draw one line at an angle of 45 degree. This is for the construction of your, what is that? Square with the corner condition. This is the procedure. Draw one line at any suitable distance. Say, for example, if you start from the left corner of your page, somewhere here you draw one line at an angle of 45 degree. Then measure a length of 50 mm. Just a minute. Somebody using your screens, please don't use screen. Say, draw one line along this 45 degree line. Length is equal to 50 mm because it says a square of side M 50 mm. So draw one line, make it as a dark line 50 mm. Later, you extend a line from this edge. Can you see? From this edge, you draw one line parallel to this XY line. Please carefully observe. First, you draw one line at 45 degree and you mark any suitable distance over this angle that is equal to 50 mm. From here to here, you have to mark 50 mm. Once I get this end point, I'll draw one parallel line parallel to your XY line. And again, I'll draw one more line from this point, which is perpendicular to XY line. So I want the intersection of this perpendicular line drawn vertically and this one more line drawn horizontally. I'm going to get an intersection point somewhere here. That intersection point will be taken as reference. And then I'm going to draw a circle by taking the center as this intersection point as a center. By taking this much as radius, I'm going to draw one circle. Can you see? Now, just a minute. Somebody using the screen, please don't use your screens. See now. Draw one circle. Say, first mark the intersection point of this, that is the line drawn vertically from this point, and also the horizontal line extend from this point. I'll get the intersection. Take this point as a center, take this much of radius, and draw one circle. So definitely it will pass through this point as well as this point, and making sure that these lines will be extended further to cut your circle, so that I'll get the four sides of your corner. Can you see? Can you see? All four sides, I got it. So this is the procedure. So you please go through the video, you will clearly understand. So I'll proceed further now. Now, after that, you can mark these points, nomenclature, can start from either from here or from here, wherever you can start. So preferably we'll start from the left-hand side corner. Say for example, here I am going to mark it as A, this is B, this is C, and this is D. Otherwise, the reverse side also you can do it, A, B, C, D. And this is top view of the given object, that is square object. So it says it rests on HP, that's why we are drawn in the top view. Now we have to produce what is the front view of this object. How do I do it? I'm going to extend a line. So first I will measure this distance. I'll make sure that the distance maintained is exactly 50 mm side of the square. Now From this point, I'll extend exactly vertical line to meet your XY line. From this also, I'm going to extend one more line. While extending, you make sure that the line joining between B and D should definitely passes through both the point. Suppose if it is I mean, it is a deviating from B means you did mistake. So that you have to carefully observe. When I extend the line from D through the B, both the points will lie on the same line. Okay. Then extend this line up to the XY line. Then again extend one more line from C. Now after this, we have to mark the front view. How do I mark it? So for example, when I see from this front view, from this end, I can see this point A, I can see this point D, and I can see this point C. Whereas point B is hidden inside, correct? No? When I observer starts here, and if you observe from this front view, from here, can you see the arrow? From here, you can see the corner point A, corner point D, and corner point C. That's why in the front view, I'll mark it A dash, and I'll mark it D dash here, and I'll mark it C dash here. Whereas B dash, I'll mark here only, but I'll keep it inside the bracket. Can you see? So I'll mark it D dash, and here inside the bracket is, I mean, bracket is not there yet, but you have to make sure that it will be inside the bracket because B dash is hidden. You cannot see from the bracket. And again, C dash will be from here if you're going to represent. This is the first position of your square. It says a square lamina 50 mm side resting on HP. That's why I've drawn here on the HP because this is HP part, this is VP part. And it says a side of 50 mm. That's why I've drawn a line at an angle of 45 degree. And in this thin line, I'll mark my required length of 50 mm exactly from here to here, B to A. Okay. Later, I'll extend the line over here and horizontally up here, I'll get this. Now I'll take this center as a radius and this much as a radius. I'll draw one circle. I'll draw one circle. Once I get the circle, the intersection of this all the points, this horizontal line, this vertical line gives me all the four corners of our what is that square. So I'll mark it randomly either from here A, B, C, D or from the anticlockwise direction A, B, C, D. So you can mark it in any way that you will get it. Now later, once you've drawn the top view of your given object, I have to draw the front view. Front view, I have to extend lines from each of the points. Say for example, from point A, I'll extend the line up to XY line. Again from D also, I'll extend the line. Again from C also, I'll extend the line. Again from B also. Here one thing, keep it in mind that so when I extend line from D, it should definitely pass out through B point. That means your construction is correct. Suppose if it deviating, suppose if a line is going somewhere here and B is going somewhere here, means you have done some mistake in the problem that you have to rectify. So that's why when you're drawing this particular top view, you have to take care that B and D will should lie on exactly same line. So this is the first position of your square. Now for second position, it says it's diagonally AC. So this diagonal, because there are two diagonals here, AC and BD. Somebody not muted, maybe. Please mute your video as well as audio, okay? Otherwise it will disturb. Mute your audio immediately. Harshit, sorry, Rishikesh, mute your audio. Okay. Somebody is not yet muted, please mute your audio. Hello. All right. I'll proceed. Yeah. So the first position is over. We'll go to second position. For second position, I require the inclination of a particular plane with respect to HP. Yes, given. See, incline and diagonal AC at 30 degree to HP. It's given in the problem. It's diagonal AC inclined at 30 degree to HP. Now I'm going to draw one more line here, which is at an angle of 30 degree. How do I do it? Let's see. So I draw one line, thin line, which is at an angle of 30 degree, which is given in the problem, 30 degree. And the same thing I'm going to represent again here. Whatever that I have drawn here, so I'm going to take a distance, say for example, divider, I'll mark it point here on the line of 30 degree. And again, I'll mark from A to D. I'll mark it as D dash here. Again, I'll measure from D dash to C dash, and I'll mark it from D dash to D. And I'll make it that this entire length, A to D and D to C will be dark line because in the front view, it is clearly visible to me. That's why I'll make this line clear. That is hidden, sorry, not hidden line, it is a continuous line, thick continuous line. Please remember the same length you have drawn here at an angle of 30 degree. So this is already known to you, but still I'm repeating. Now this is the front view of the second position. Now we are going to obtain what is the top view of the second position. How do I get it? Again, it's simple. Just extend the line from A dash downward, and again from here, similarly, extend horizontally one more line. Where those lines are meeting, there you have to stop it and you have to mark it as A. Similarly, I'm going to extend the point line from B. So both B and D are at the same point. So I'll extend the line vertically downward from here, and I'll observe where is B. So B is here somewhere here. So I'll draw one more line. So the intersection of D dash, B dash and B, I'll be marked it as B. Similarly, from C, again from C, again from D and from D. So all the lines will be extended from both vertically and horizontally. I'm going to mark respective intersection points as A, B, C, D. Okay, how we have to do it, we'll see. Now, can you see? Observe, A dash is extended from here, B dash is also extended from here downward, and C is also extending from the downward. Later, again three more lines. From A is 1, B is 1, and D is 1 you have to extend. And again remember, the line joining through the A and C will be again one line only. It will be on the same line. So it should not be any deviation. Okay, see here. So a line extended from A to C. Again, I'll mark it this as, say for example, A and A is intersecting at point A. Then C, you can see the point is again, C is going through this line and again C is coming down. So I'll mark this point as C. Then see A1, C1 you mark. You can mark A, C also no problem. Otherwise, you can take 1 also, A1, C1 also you can take not a problem. But making sure that you should not represent by dash because it's a front view. Sorry, but it's a top view. A and C. Now, see, similarly, I'll extend one more line from B and again one more line C intersection here. That is B. Then I'll extend one more line from D here, and D is somewhere here only. I'll extend it. So I'll mark the respective intersection of the A dash, B, B dash, C, C dash, D, D dash. No confusion. See, A is extending from here and A is extending from here. So I'll stop it here and I'll mark it as A1. Then B is extending from here, whereas B is extending from here. So I'll stop it and I'll mark this one as B or B1. Again, C is extending from here and C is somewhere here. So I'll extend both lines. I'll mark it as C. And the respective, please remember, the respective intersection lines should be marked as the respective points. A to A dash, B to B dash, C to C dash, D to D dash. So I'll mark it A, B, C, D. So then I'll go and I'll keep joining the all the corners. So I'll get the, what is that? Top view of the second position. Top view of the second position of the given problem. Now this is done. Now we require third position. Just a minute. Now, I require third position. What is third position? We required what is the inclination of the given plane with respect to VP now. So it's given here. See, the diagonal, another diagonal BD. See, remember, both the diagonals are different. Here the first diagonal, second position diagonal is AC, whereas third position diagonal is BD. It says BD now. So diagonal BD inclined at an angle of 45 degree to VP. That means I have to draw one line here at 45 degree. That's what, because it says at the third position, the same plane makes an angle of 45 degree to VP. And parallel to HP, that's not the condition required for us. Let's forget about it. 45 degree to VP. Now, how do I do it? Let's say, for example, angle is given 45 degree. I'll draw one line. I said in the class, you can draw either way. Maybe you can draw from here or you can draw in this way also. Both are same. Don't confuse. You can draw 45 degree here. Here also you can draw it. Okay. So he has drawn in this way. So 45 degree line, it is a thin line he has drawn and is making an angle 45 degree, which is already mentioned in the given problem. Now, it's very important. He says the angle inclined 45 degree with respect to BD, not here. There are two diagonals, A and C and B and D. In the second question says AC inclined at 30 degree. The third question says the diagonal BD inclined 30 degree. That means I have to take this line along this one. Please remember, the third question it says the diagonal BD inclined at an angle of 45 degree. By that time, I have to make sure that B and D1 comes over this line. You cannot represent this A and C on this line because it says preferably the diagonal BD is inclined at 45 degree to VP. That's why I'm going to construct this entire object here by making sure that this particular length B to D will come on this particular line of 45 degree. How do I do it? Let's see. So I'll measure what is B to D. So take a scale or take a divider or whatever the device you're going to use, measure this B to D and mark this length over this line. Why? Because it says BD is inclining 45 degree, not AC. Whereas here AC inclined 30 degree, not BD. Please remember that. Okay. Now see, you measure that length, maybe not vertically, horizontally you have to measure. That's why you know. So like over this length, you have to measure same length. Okay. Later to construct, I mean to get this point, say once I mark this one, definitely it will become B1 and this becomes D1 here. See, this line becomes B1 here, this point becomes B1 here, and this becomes D1 here. Once I get this line, it's very easy for me to construct the remaining points. How do I do it? I'll measure this arc length and I'll take this as a center. I'll draw an arc here. I'll repeat. So to get this point C1, what I'll do, I'll measure. You have to measure this distance only. Please don't go for this one. It is a continuous one. Once it is done, we'll go to second position. Once it is done, we'll go to third position. Again, you don't go back to this first position. So you have to reconstruct this object at this point. Okay, that's why to get C1, please remember we already got B1 here and D1 here. Correct? No? B1, D1 is over. Now we have to get C1 somewhere here and A1 somewhere here. How do I get it? It's very simple. First, I'll draw B1 to D1 here. B1 to D1 here. Hello? Who is that? Please mute. Please mute your audio. Hello? I hope I'm clear to you. Yeah. So now to get this point C1, what I'll do, I'll take B1 as reference here, B1, and I'll measure this distance C1 by an arc length. I'll draw from here to here one arc. Okay. Similarly, again from D1 here, I'll measure the distance again. And I'll keep this as a reference point here and I'll cut this previously drawn arc. By the time I'll get C1. Similarly, I'll I'll make sure that B1 again, this point. One second. This point will be B1. And to measure this one, I'll take this B1 to A1 as arc distance. I'll draw one arc from this B1. Okay. Similarly, from D1, again, I'll measure what is the distance from D1 to A1. So D1 is here. So I'll draw this arc previously drawn arc so that by the time I'll get B1 is here, D1 is here, C1 is above, and hello, wait. Okay. So again, this will be marked as C1 here by taking this much of arc, first arc, and this much of second arc. I'll cut both the arc, I'll get C1. Similarly, I'll take this much of length, I'll draw one more line here, and again one more line here, I'll cut this one. So above I'll get C1, below this line I'll get C1. This entire object will be reproduced as it is. Let's see how do you do it. See? Once I done this one, I'll get the same object, making sure that BD will be inclined to an angle of 45 degrees. Now, once I get the top view of the third position, I have to get the front view. How do I do it? It's again simple. Extend the projection lines vertically upward and extend the projection line vertically and horizontally with respect to respective points. How with respective point means from A1 to I have to extend the one vertical line. Again, I have to meet the A horizontally. Similarly, from B1, I'll extend a line. Again, here remember you may not get A1, B1 at this in the same line of what is that continuous line. It will be a different one. Okay, maybe A will come somewhere here and B will slightly away from the A1 line. Okay, that you have to make sure. So here you may get AC will be on the same line, but here it may not be because it is a third position. Okay, so extend a line from A. Maybe sometimes it will intersect. No need to worry. Just extend a thin line and up to what point would extend? Up to a point of A dash would extend. Similarly, from B1 to B1 dash you have to extend up to here. Similarly, from C1, from this point C1 to where is the C1? So here. So up to here you have to extend. Similarly, from D1, don't worry about it. You just take exactly vertical line and keep extending the line up to D dash somewhere here. I repeat it. So once you get the top view, I have to extend the respective projection line from the top view as well as from the front view. How do I do it? First, I will take the A1. From A1, I'll extend the vertical line continuously until it's going to meet the horizontal line of the A dash. Similarly, I'll extend one more continuous line, vertical line from B1 until it's going to meet the horizontal line of B1. Both are here only. So B1. From C1, I'll extend vertical line until it get intersect with the horizontal line of the C1. Somewhere here, say I'll extend like this, and again I'll extend like this also. Similarly, from D1, I'll extend one more line vertically, exactly vertical line. Please remember, exactly vertical line, upward direction, and I'll make sure that, say, for example, somewhere here it's going to meet, I'll make start. So respective intersection of the line from A to A dash, B to B dash, C to C dash, D to D dash will be marked as A dash, B dash, D dash, C dash in the front view. We'll see how we're going to mark. See, he's extending the lines, correct? No? So can you see the dot is A dash because this A dash and A both are marked here. That is A dash. Similarly, B dash extended from here and again extended from here. I marked as B dash. Similarly, C dash and D dash. So after getting this line joining from all the corners. some, say for example, A dash to B dash, B dash to C dash, C dash to D dash, D dash to A dash. So this is your third position of your given problem. So that is solution for the given problem. Just a minute.